Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for Batman Free Comic Book Day. And I really enjoyed this one. I haven't been, of course, reading and reviewing the Batman ones, but it's Free Comic Book Day, and I saw it, I'm like, hey, always interested to see what's going on with Batman in DC, so let's kind of check this out. So this was shifted between two different ones. It looked like Bruce Wayne Batman on one, and then Jace Batman on the other. And I enjoyed both ones. It's like, okay, this is kind of interesting. Because the first one dealt with setting up this Simon Saint dude, talking about how he wanted to, help Gotham City. And how his program of the Magistrate program and the Peacekeepers were to achieve that. Because he at first was told by his parents to pretty much leave because Gotham was kind of nuts and crazy. Then Batman kind of saved it for a little while before everything escalated, and there was, of course, the kind of crazy villains that Batman's presence kind of helped to bring out to the fore. And as this is going on, we see that Batman is affected by the Scarecrow fear toxin, and he's freaked out. He's able to get to the Batmobile and kind of get some kind of counteracting agent, but he still doesn't trust his own mind and is still trying to get in contact with the Bat family to kind of help himself out. So I do like that this kind of showed a kind of condensed view of what they're kind of doing with Batman at the moment, and be like, okay, this is kind of crazy. You see the Peacekeepers, it's like, this is going to be an interesting kind of foe to fight, because they are trying to do kind of similar goals that Batman's been doing, but you get that kind of feeling that's like, this doesn't look like it's going to work out right. You know what I mean? Because I think then it shifts into the future portion where we see Jace doing his stuff as trying to kind of be Batman, because he doesn't get into a Batman suit until kind of the end, because evidently he's trying to crack it, and it's like a bat tank kind of thing. He's like, I'm gonna kind of have to need that, as he's talking with this Val person. I don't know. Granted, since I haven't been reading it, and I'm just trying to catch up on the go with this, and I'm like, okay, I'm not completely lost, but I kind of need at least a little bit more information. But things are going down. Evidently, these 6 individuals were linked with left-wing radicals, and he, of course, goes out and kind of just a mass kind of thing, kind of similar to a Batman Year One kind of scenario where he doesn't have the bat suit yet, but he's going to kind of check out what's going on at the docks. And he finds 2 people pretty much planting bombs, uses his burner phone to kind of find that the people that were linked to those radicals are dead, and that somebody was pretty much being used to kind of start this kind of war thing. And we see that his combat skills are very impressive, and that he is evidently linked with Lucius Fox, that's his father, and that he's taken over as Batman. And we see he's got them skills, and all right, good. But the other dude kind of left his ass to be taken, and is screw that. It's shit. But he saved him, kind of learned some stuff. Goes to pretty much, there's this demonstration going on, and tensions are flaring between the protesters and the police. And the thing is, he's trying to stop a war, and is able to get into the armored bat suit, kind of reminiscent of the Dark Knight Returns, where he's trying to stop this shit from getting any worse. It's all right, he's got some big shit to deal with. So I do kind of like these Free Comic Book Day things, because it gives you an idea of where things are going, where they're at, and to kind of just give you a touchstone to be like, hey, these are pretty good. I like the art. I kind of like the style of the writing and everything, and I'm like, okay, if you're into Batman, this should be a pretty good thing to get you kind of hyped for everything going on, or to get you even up to speed if you haven't been keeping up with Batman very much lately. And I do kind of like these. Now, granted, these usually come around just on Free Comic Book Day, but I think they're kind of pivotal to kind of give people those kind of entry points of, okay, this is kind of where we are, this is kind of where we're going to be going. And it's kind of hard to do that in the actual main ones, but I think they should kind of work that into main ones. Not just DC, but Marvel as well, so that way people do have kind of more of an understanding depending upon what's kind of going on. Now, granted, you don't want to do that in the middle of an arc, because it's going to throw off your throw and your pacing, but this definitely is a thing that really is helpful to be like, hey, If you haven't been here for a while, here you go. This will give you an idea of where we're at. If you have been here for a while, this is giving you an idea of where we're going. It's always a very good kind of tactic to take. So that's why I'm like, free comic book day. So this worked out pretty well. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.